And welcome back to WW3 News. Well, throughout history, every society or empire had a thing which is called taxes. Taxing people on the most possible thing possible which the so-called masters and the cults could invented. Today, thinking we're living in a very civilized, society, and you think the taxes which you earn hard and the things which you pay, petrol station when you do the shopping, electricity bills and all those stuff, road taxes, is the money put to good use? Well, not always. Regarding where I live, the province of Pisa, they calculated they're having an introit of around about 20 million euros just through speed trap fines and other traffic violation fines, which they for these cameras which they put around. They say it's for our safety. No, it's to control us, to insert face recognition systems through AI and biometric measures they use. They say it's for our safety on the roads and in the streets, to fight crime, especially imported crime from illegals, which in the last few years has been on increase. And politicians have never had a real practical method to reduce these type of phenomena. It just increase every year. And especially when these so-called local administrators, local councils, boroughs, and local governments, when you see the introits they get from citizens' taxes and the type of services they provide in return, it means something does not work. I.e., you pay road tax and you expect not find a lunar crater in the middle of the road, potholes otherwise they're known as. I think it's become a common thing in the United Kingdom. Here in Italy, it's everyday shit just about, especially when you go around in the Voldera area, Pisa Pontedera, there's a lot of count those boroughs there. The Superstrada, when it rains like today, it was like a fucking lake you're driving through. In this case, instead you need a speedboat or submarine to go work, or any type of aquatic thing which goes underwater or above water. In this case, and it goes to show how they waste people's money, taxpayers' money, and the deficit of each Western countries. The public deficits on increase. They're not telling you how bad it is. It's really bad, and especially that of Italy. I heard it from a YouTuber, Survival Lily, in which she's an Austrian pepper. And she said Italy's public deficit is 8%. It's the highest out of those industrial countries so far. That means Italy's in deep shit due to the fact they spend money on things they shouldn't do, corruption, and obviously this archaeology financing this war in Ukraine, which is draining public resources. Money should be put best to spend on, you know, on the services which citizens need: hospitals, schools, better roads, and so on. Now, there's this so-called thing floating around, idea to tax gold of private people. Yes. And so why the hell you want to tax gold? It's already been taxed when the time you purchase it from jewellers, you pay VAT, right? And even the goldsmith, when they purchase it as materials, there's a duty on the top of it they pay, which is controlled and pretty bureaucratic, regulated in that way, unless you don't do a clandestine purchase of this precious metal. And now, for example, someone's got 100,000 euros worth of gold. The so-called proposal will have paid 12,000 euro on taxes upon this. You're paying a tax on a thing which you already paid tax on as a purchase, or as probably from a gift, as jewellery or gold ingots. They want to know if you got gold, basically, and tax it. And probably one day, when the shit hits the fan and they know who they go after. It's a bit like guns. If you say, "Oh, I got guns, that type," yes, which in Canada they're doing regarding banning certain calibers, capacity of magazines or whatever, because in the end they will come knock on your door even for that as well. Goes, "Oh, you got that as well," and they can just come in, really excuse looking for guns, and they just take away practically things which hasn't got nothing to do with those things. It's a way for us to defend ourselves from this tyrant governments and politicians, because politicians, whether they're left or right, they're the same shit. They do not give a fuck. They're in the game to make themselves rich. They're not there, as we suppose, to make things more better for the nation, for us. No, their interests come to first, and you're on the last on my list. And when they get their hands on public spending, they go on a spending spree. All Western governments are like this. And the fact is, oh, we have to raise taxes because we haven't got enough money for pay this and that. It's them which they've been nicking money from us from day one. It's not a thing to say, no, we should not pay more taxes, because if you continue paying these taxes, whole loads of it, you're just financing a bunch of corrupt politicians, whether they're local or national. It's simple as that. And I don't give a fuck about you in the end, as we see how things regarding the public administration, how they run local councils and local government agencies, regarding just about everything, from school to health, public services. It's a disaster.